delve into history with Smoke-In Conversations with Sakina-Ra as we explore the period before Ash Wednesday and the significance of the 50 days of fasting. This tradition has its roots in the early days of Christianity, when believers would prepare for Easter through prayer, penance, and self-denial. The 50 days leading up to Ash Wednesday were seen as a sacred time to reflect on one's life, make amends for past mistakes, and strive for spiritual growth. It was a period dedicated to introspection and repentance, a time to cleanse the soul and draw nearer to God. The essence of these 50 days wasn't just about abstaining from certain foods or activities, but rather about instigating a profound inner transformation. It was, and still is, a journey of the soul, a time of anticipation and preparation for the commemoration of Christ's resurrection. So, the 50 days before Ash Wednesday is not just a countdown, it's a journey of spiritual growth and anticipation. Embark on a chronological journey of the 50 days leading up to Ash Wednesday, rich with feasts and prayers. Our journey begins with the Feast of the Epiphany, a commemoration of the Magi's visit to the baby Jesus. This feast is a reminder of God's manifestation to the Gentiles and is typically marked by prayers that celebrate God's revelation to the world. Following the Epiphany, we journey through the Sundays of ordinary time. Ordinary here doesn't mean mundane or routine, but it refers to the ordinal or counted time. These Sundays, interspersed with prayers and reflections, provide an opportunity to meditate on the teachings of Jesus and the mysteries of faith. The Feast of the Presentation of the Lord is another significant milestone in this period. Also known as Candlemas, this feast marks the presentation of Jesus in the temple. Prayers during this feast focus on the themes of light and purification, symbolizing Jesus as the light of the world. Moving forward, the season of Septuagesima follows. Although not universally observed, it's a period of preparation for Lent, beginning 3 Sundays before Ash Wednesday. Prayers during this time reflect a tone of penance and anticipation for the Lenten journey ahead. Finally, we arrive at Quinquagesima Sunday, the Sunday before Ash Wednesday. This day's prayers echo themes of humility and repentance, setting the stage for the beginning of Lent. Throughout these 50 days, the Church invites us to engage in prayer, reflection, and anticipation of the Lenten season. Each feast and each prayer carries a unique significance, guiding believers on their spiritual journey. They represent moments of joy and moments of introspection, times of celebration and times of preparation. These feasts and prayers are not just rituals, they're milestones in the spiritual journey leading up to Ash Wednesday. The richness of these traditions lies not just in their historical significance, but in their ability to guide us, year after year, through a meaningful and contemplative path towards Ash Wednesday and beyond. Let's travel back in time to understand the ancient feasts and prayers of the holy days prior to Ash Wednesday. These feasts were more than just grand meals. They were community events, steeped in religious significance and tradition. They were a time for people to come together, to share in their faith, and to express their gratitude for the abundance they had received. The prayers, on the other hand, were their spiritual compass. They were the words that guided the faithful, the mantras that reminded them of their purpose and their place in the world. These prayers were often said in unison, a powerful communal act that strengthened the bonds of the community and their connection to the divine. Over the centuries, these ancient feasts and prayers have evolved, adapting to the changing times and the shifting needs of the faithful. Yet their core essence remains the same. The feasts are still a time of community, of sharing and gratitude. The prayers too continue to guide and inspire, offering solace and strength in times of need. And so, these ancient traditions continue to hold relevance in our modern world. They remind us of our roots, of the shared history that binds us together. They teach us the power of community, of gratitude, and of faith. From the ancient times to today, these feasts and prayers continue to inspire and guide the faithful on their spiritual journey. As we conclude our journey, let's reflect on the profound significance of these 50 days. We've explored the historical context, journeyed chronologically through ancient feasts and prayers, and discovered the spiritual depth of the period leading up to Ash Wednesday. This is a time of reflection and repentance, a moment to anticipate the sacred season of Lent. Remember, the journey to Ash Wednesday is more than a countdown. It's a spiritual pilgrimage, a time of reflection, repentance, and anticipation.